As of 2021, Rihanna had officially reached billionaire status. Though she's been making hit music since she was a teen, most of the star's fortune these days stems from her business ventures, including her brands Fenty Beauty as well as Savage X Fenty. The Barbados-born singer and entrepreneur is worth $1.7 billion, and she's also an actress and now a mom with baby number 2 on the way. So it seems RiRi can do it all. While you may know most of her accomplishments, such as the fact that she's won 9 Grammy Awards and sold over 60 million albums, there are still some lesser-known facts about the superstar that you might not be aware of. Today we'll talk about Rihanna's early life in Barbados, including the mysterious condition she had when she was younger, her biggest influences and inspirations, rise to fame, and much more, here for you on Famous Life. Robin Rihanna Fenty was born on February 20th, 1988 in St. Michael, Barbados, to parents Monica Braithwaite, who's a retired public accountant, and father Ronald Fenty, who is a warehouse supervisor. Her mother is Afro-Guyanese, while her father is both from Barbados and Ireland. Rihanna has 2 brothers as well as 2 half-sisters and a half-brother from her father's side, each born to different mothers from his past relationships. Living in Bridgetown, Barbados, Rihanna grew up in a 3-bedroom bungalow and sold clothes alongside her father in a booth on the street. Her childhood was extremely affected by her parents' marital problems and her father's alcoholism and crack cocaine addiction, which in turn contributed to her parents' tense relationship. Rihanna's father used to abuse her mother physically, and Rihanna would try to get in between them to break up fights. They would eventually divorce when Rihanna was 14 years old. As a child, Rihanna also suffered from severe headache associated with the constant arguments her parents were involved in. But when they divorced, somehow these headaches ceased. After her father's recovery, however, Rihanna grew close with him once again, and she still refers to him as the coolest person on the planet. Rihanna attended Charles F. Broome School for Elementary and then Combermere School, where she won both the talent contest and the beauty pageant in 2004. While she initially wanted to graduate from high school, she chose to pursue a musical career instead. Around this time, Rihanna also formed a musical trio with 2 of her classmates, and their girl group decided to audition with American record producer Evan Rogers, who was in Barbados on vacation with his wife, even though the girls had no material. Rogers said the minute Rihanna walked into the room, it was like the other 2 girls didn't exist. After seeing a young RiRi perform, Rogers was impressed and scheduled a second meeting with her mother present, then inviting Rihanna to his hometown in the United States to record some demo tapes that could be sent to record labels. She went back and forth to the US to work on these recordings, but they took about a year because Rihanna could only fly out during school holidays. With the help of songwriter Carl Sturken, she made a 4-song demo that included Pond de Replay, which would become her first hit single. Rihanna officially relocated when she was 16, first living with Rogers and his wife. She said, "When I left Barbados, I didn't look back. I wanted to do what I had to do, even if it meant moving to America." Soon after, her demo fell into the hands of recording company Def Jam. She auditioned for them, and legendary rapper Jay-Z, who was so impressed he signed her almost immediately. He was absolutely certain about signing Rihanna, especially after she performed Pond de Replay. She scored a 6-album record deal with Def Jam and Jay-Z, and they were so determined to keep her that Rihanna had to wait in Jay-Z's office until 3 in the morning to get lawyers to draft up a contract, since he wanted to prevent her from signing with another label. In May 2005, her debut single Pond de Replay was released under her middle name Rihanna, and as you know by now, it charted successfully worldwide, peaking in the top 5 in 15 countries. The album Music of the Sun was released a few months later and was doing extremely well for a debut, selling over 2 million copies worldwide. A month after Rihanna released her debut album, she already got to work on her second one. Then in 2006, A Girl Like Me was released, including the hit song SOS and much more. RiRi went through a total transformation from teen pop singer to ultimate superstar for her 3rd album, Good Girl Gone Bad, which was released only a year later in 2007. It featured hit single Umbrella, which scored Rihanna her first Grammy Award. During the late 2000s, Rihanna experimented further with pop and rock music, officially shifting her musical style and image away from Island Girl. In February 2009, Rihanna's scheduled performance at the Grammy Awards was canceled. and reports surfaced that her then-boyfriend, singer Chris Brown, had physically assaulted her. It was reported she had found texts from another girl on his phone, and after repeatedly asking him about it, an argument sparked which left Rihanna assaulted, even losing consciousness at one point. After the incident, Rihanna admitted feeling vulnerable. She revealed, "I put my guard up so hard, I didn't want people to see me cry or feel bad for me. It was a very vulnerable time in my life, and I refused to let that be the image." Despite becoming a spokesperson for domestic violence, Rihanna has since stated that Chris was her first big love and they had even gotten back together for a period of time. Rihanna has opened up about it all since, but it was a very complicated situation for her, also adding about why she eventually did take him back for a period. She said, "I was that girl who felt that as much pain as this relationship is, maybe some people are built stronger than others. Maybe I'm one of those people built to handle stuff like this. Maybe I'm the person who's almost the guardian angel to this person, to be there when they're not strong enough, when they're not understanding the world, when they just need someone to encourage them in a positive way and say the right thing." In 2009, Rihanna was working on her fourth album, Rated R, which was released later that year, and it featured a darker tone than her previous albums. The following year, her next album, Loud, was released. And then, after that, came Talk That Talk, marking her sixth album. Rihanna kept a seductive persona on Talk That Talk, which produced the dance hit We Found Love, as well as for her seventh album, Unapologetic, which was released in 2012 and featured her hit song Diamonds. Following this album and its tour, Rihanna was aiming to take a break from recording music, stating, "I wanted to have a year to just do whatever I want artistically, creatively." In 2014, Rihanna left Def Jam to sign fully with Roc Nation, the record label that had managed her career since October 2010. A year after Rihanna started working on her eighth album, some singles were released, including Bitch Better Have My Money, but they didn't make the track listing for the album. And during the time spent on this album, Rihanna also ventured into other endeavors. Her eighth album, Anti, was released in 2016. In terms of her musical influences, Rihanna has named Madonna as her biggest idol of all and praised her ability to reinvent herself throughout her career. Another big influence for RiRi was Mariah Carey, and not only did she perform her song Hero at her high school talent show, she also revealed that Mariah's song Vision of Love was the tune that made her want to do music in the first place. Other influences for Rihanna included Bob Marley, Whitney Houston, Janet Jackson, Aaliyah, Destiny's Child, Fifi Dobson, and many more. She also claims she took influence from the different types of music she discovered when she came to America, and revealed that rock music was one of the first genres she fell in love with. While Rihanna has been making hit records since she was 17, most of her fortune actually stems from her endeavors as an entrepreneur, especially her makeup and skincare brand Fenty Beauty and her lingerie line Savage X Fenty. RiRi's start into the business world came in 2011 when she released her first fragrance, Rebel Fleur, gaining $80 million in sales in the first year. Since then, she's released about a dozen fragrances in total. Rihanna's ascendance to billionaire status really started in 2017 when she launched Fenty Beauty. The brand's goal from the get-go has been to promote inclusivity in the beauty industry by offering products made for a broad array of skin tones. Fenty Beauty's immediate popularity sparked a trend in the beauty industry. After the brand introduced foundations and concealers in 40 different shades, other companies followed. This was a major shift for an industry that is often underserved women of color. Shortly after launching her beauty empire, Rihanna introduced another venture, Savage X Fenty, a size and skin tone inclusive lingerie line. The brand carries lingerie in sizes up to 3X and includes nude color options in a wide range of shades. This is far from all that Rihanna has accomplished in her extremely successful career, and now, while she's taking the time to start a family and has welcomed one child with another baby on the way, she's still working hard and stunning her fans with her epic performances. We'll just have to wait and see what's next for this superstar. Thanks for watching this video. Don't forget to subscribe to Famous Life and leave a comment for who you'd like us to feature next.